Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a monster analysis on Hayman to prove that he is not as bad as everyone says. He's not really great, but he's not as bad as everyone says. He's not the worst monster in the game. So, yeah. First things first, before I start the video, I had a little problem. I was actually just getting to the special attack, just talking about that in the video, and then all of a sudden, the wiki froze, my recording froze, everything just froze, and I thought my phone crashed. I got to working again, but it was bad. I had to delete the entire recording, which is good because I only got to the special attack, so I'm glad I didn't get to the end and then it just froze. That would have been upsetting, but I'm glad that didn't happen. Now, let's go right into the monster analysis. Harvest is the time of the year that farmers fear the most because that is when Hayman comes to visit. He slips into their barns and waits for the right moment to enter their homes before cursing them with eternal bad luck. So he is not a very strong monster, but he can be deadly, so that's kind of your description, kind of not. His power is 3,201. Not the greatest power. You're going to need some good strength runes. I recommend 2 strength 1 life on this monster, and you'll see why in a second. And his life is 27,445. That is a good life. No, it's not really a good life. It's an okay life, is what I mean. It's not too bad. It's not too good. And this monster is a monster that you're going to want to survive, so you definitely want to give him 1 life rune to help him survive. His speed is 3,476. Pretty good speed. You might actually want to give him 1 strength and life and a speed, but then his stats will be not the best. Like, bad at the bad at the least. So I definitely recommend giving him 2 strength, 1 life, not a strength, life, and a speed. But yeah. And of course his stamina is just normal. Now, he has 155 per minute. That's not good. Immunity to daze, that does not counter the 3 main denial skills that monsters have, which is freeze, stun, and possess. He cannot protect against any of those. His book is undead. He's not really good in that book. He could be countered by it. Now we have Monsters of the Corn for special attack. It's not too great of an ultimate, but it's an okay ultimate. It steals life from all targets. It's a 60 damage AoE with 100% life steal. So he actually has a single target version of this in his skills. Spoilers. But yeah, he has a single target version of this in his skills. But the thing about Monsters of the Corn, it does 60 damage to all enemies. Let's say it does 1,000 damage to all enemies. This is just base thing he won't actually do. He'll do much more than that. But yeah, let's just say 1,000. So he does 1,000 damage to all enemies. Well, you think steals life. Life steal normally steals, like if you do a normal life steal skill and it does 1,000 damage, you'll heal by 1,000 health. Well, since he's hitting all enemies, he'll heal by 3,000 health. If there are 3 enemies. If there are too many enemies, he'll heal by 2,000. And 1 enemy, he'll heal by 1,000. Also, the war's just finished. Okay, back to the video. But yeah, so this is a pretty good ultimate, mainly a survivor kind of thing. He is definitely a monster that you want to survive. And now we have Serial Killer. Deals low special damage to all enemies. Now we have Night Lantern. Deals moderate dark damage, 50% chance of giving damage to target. And then Cornus gives immunity to daze to all allies. This is not good. It basically gives his trait to all allies. Now we have Against the Grain. Entire allied team gains precision. Not really good. You might want him as a support monster with 3 team speed with this skill because precision is pretty nice to have. But overall, nah. He has Grain Drain, heavy dark damage, applies stamina leak. Now I thought this was special base. At first, I didn't know who was dark base, but still. Like when I was thinking, I thought it was special base, but no, it's dark based. So he has 50 damage per target as a 2-turn cooldown, but stamina leak's still pretty good. Opaque Husk. Becomes immune to a dark element for 3 turns. Requires cooldown. I think it might be immune to light. I'm not too sure. But if it's immune to dark or immune to light, it's still good. It helps him survive. Immune to light would be better. Immune to dark would be good as well. And immune to both would be good. Because why I say immune to light is because I remember one of my brothers had him in his old file. And he used it and it said immune to light. So I'm not sure whether it was immune to light or immune to dark. Either one would be good, and if it's both, it's even better. But still, okay skill. This is why I say he's a surviving monster. Mainly used to stall out other monsters like Grain Drain. You can use that to stamina leak and get rid of their stamina that way. And of course, he has pumpkin. Applies one random negative effect to target and removes all positive effects from it. This isn't great, but you might want to run this just because of that negative effect. Harvest Season deals heavy dark damage. It's a 50 damage single target with zero cooldown. Not the greatest, but good. High Fructose Life Syrup steals life from target, requires cooldown. 60 damage, 1 turn cooldown, and it's a full life steal. You're gonna want to run this. This is what I said here. This is the all enemy form of High Fructose Life Syrup. So yeah, this is a skill you want. I would recommend this skill, Harvest Season, Grain Drain, and Opaque Husk. But of course, you could decide not to run Harvest Season and choose Pumpkin, or maybe you just want that 0 cooldown, so you will choose not to run Grain Drain, and instead you run Pumpkin if you want to run that. Or maybe you just want that precision. Maybe you have a Demise and you give him 3 speed, and I don't know Demise's speed, but let's just say you go faster. You give him better speed runes, you use precision, and Demise use double damage, and you can give double damage and precision to your attacker. Just something to think about. So yeah, that could be a strategy. I don't know. Looking at him, I see why people don't like him, but I still think he's pretty okay. I think he's not the best, but he's not bad either. He's not the worst, but he can be a good attacker, 2 strength and life, so he can be a surviving monster. So, not great, not bad, not good. So let's look. Here he is as an egg, a child, a juvenile, and adult. I like his design a lot. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and bye.